Hey, it's Caitlin from Caitlin Swatches, and I'm here with some super beautiful new polishes from Great Lakes Lacquer. So back in the summer, Mariah attended the Polish and Beauty Expo, and she brought with her a whole bunch of these small batch prototypes, and they sold out at the event super fast. So they didn't make it online, but she did want to do her best to bring some of those small batch polishes to those of us who didn't make it to the event. So the 4 October limited editions that I'm sharing with you today are variations of the polishes that were available at Polish and Beauty Expo, but they might be slightly different from the originals. Obviously, they're still super beautiful. So if you are planning on picking any of these up, they are limited edition. So these polishes will be available from October 29th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time through November 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Great Lakes Lacquer website, which I will link down in the description. If you buy all 4, you'll get a little bit of a discount, but I think that's everything you need to know. So let's get into the swatches. Okay, so let's start with this beautiful pastel shade. This one is called Michigan Summer Sunsets, and it's described as a cool lavender filled with a sky blue to magenta to orange gold shifting shimmer. So as you can see, this one has really good coverage on the first coat. It's not streaky at all. It's very pigmented, and you can probably already see just how shifty this one is and is going to be when I start moving my hand around. So I did build this one up in 2 coats. That's probably all you need. It does have a formula on the thicker side, so it covers really well in 2 coats, and I don't imagine anyone would really need a third. So because of this formula, it does dry down a bit dull, so I recommend a good glossy top coat. I'm using the Glisten and Glow top coat. I'll include it down in the description for anyone who's curious. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat, and yes, it practically looks pink in different lighting situations. So this is the same polish, it's just incredibly beautiful and shifty. It's like 3 polishes in one, and I am absolutely in love with it. Now we're moving on to Ruins in the Sky, parentheses, thanks for the lesson. So this one is described as a warm orchid purple filled with red to orange to gold shifting shimmer and a soft scattered holographic. So this one also has a really good formula, and you can probably already tell how shifty it is even on the first coat. Just like the first polish, it is on the thicker side, so it builds up really well in 2 coats, and it does dry down dull. So I am recommending a glossy top coat to bring back the shine and bring out the holographic effect as much as possible. So this one is really soft and delicate and beautiful, but it has the most intense shimmer, as you're going to see in a second. And I kind of fell in love with this one the minute I put it on my nails. So as you can see, you're definitely getting that orange shift. The golden shift is very prominent, and I think it contrasts really beautiful with the base color. Purple and orange always look so good together in my opinion, and I guess this combination just really blew my socks off. Next, we're moving on to the Jasmine Dragon, and this one is described as a medium jade featuring green to blue to purple to pink shifting iridescent flake, lime green to blue to purple shifting shimmer, and a bit of scattered holographic. So this one is a really beautiful shade of green. It's a jade green, obviously, and it's just so bright and interesting. I don't actually have a lot of polishes with this exact shade of green, so I'm happy to see this one now in my collection. And this also builds up really nicely in 2 coats. I'd say this one has a really perfect formula, not too thick, not too thin, and it builds up completely in 2 coats. And just like the other ones, it does dry down a little bit dull, so you definitely want a good glossy top coat, but because there's flakes in here, it's not going to be difficult to remove. I didn't experience any staining. It's just a really nice formula. It was really easy to work with. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. And when I start moving my hand around, you're gonna see that green to blue to purple shift with the base and with the flakes themselves. It's just a really beautiful combination of colors. I think it looks good in all lighting. As you can see, the flakes really stand out in those lower lighting situations, and it's just really pretty. And last but certainly not least, we have But What Is Grief If Not Love Persevering? And this one is described as a deep red leaning plum filled with red to orange to gold shifting shimmer and a soft linear holographic with bits of scattered hollow for extra sparkle. So this one, as you can probably see, is pretty much opaque on the first coat. I probably would have left it if I was wearing this as a manicure, but obviously I wanted to show what 2 coats look like for anyone who thinks they might need to build it up in 2, but really this one's opaque in 1, and miraculously it didn't cause any staining whatsoever on my nails. So this is just a really well formulated polish with an incredibly opaque formula. So I did build it up in 2 coats here just so you could see it deepens it a little bit, but not that much. And you definitely want a good glossy top coat because it does dry down dull just because it has such a high pigment load. And here it is in different lighting, and honestly, the shimmer in this one glows so beautifully. I really love this polish. I think the name is really beautiful, and I just really, really like it. If I had to pick my favorites, I think Ruins in the Sky is just so pretty. It's really different from anything I have in my collection, so I'm gonna go with that one because it's just absolutely beautiful and quite unique. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite, if you're planning on picking any of these up, or let me know if you were able to get the originals at Polish and Beauty Expo. I guess that's it for me, so have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!